You still do. Go tell her, like...
No, because it's tainted now, because you told her.
I told her my truth.
Is this it, Zach? Is this how you are now?
What?
You used to be this great guy, man. You just turned into this asshole.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
Me?
It was just a kiss, man. You're acting like I murdered your mother.
What the fuck you just say to me?
Okay, Zatima fans, in episode 3, in my review, I talked about how Bryce was way out of pocket. I have no idea why he was written the way he was in that particular scene. Specifically when he is in Zach's office, you know, going over the situation between them and how it's really impacted his relationship with Angela. And then out of nowhere, he catches an attitude with Zach because Zach told Fatima, and by extension, you know, Angela, and because of that, he's like, Zach, what exactly did you tell her? And it's like, oh my God, it's like, what happened? You used to be such a nice guy, now you're an asshole, and you know, it was just a kiss. Yeah, like I murdered your mother. And it's like, bro, first of all, you're underplaying what you did. You're part in this entire thing. And like I said in my review, putting his sexuality or sexual orientation aside, let's look at the facts. Zach is in a committed relationship. Bryce knows this. Bryce has been dating Angela for a few weeks, give or take. I know they've both mentioned how it hasn't been a long time since they started dating, but it's gotten pretty serious. So essentially you could just say they're in a relationship too. Bryce was literally about to cheat on his girlfriend by kissing someone else. Yes, it was Zach, a man, but like I said, let's take the sexual orientation out of this and just look at what the situation is. Bryce is pissed off because Zach told his fiance that Bryce tried to make a move on him, and Fatima, by extension, well, you know, told Angela or asked Angela, or, you know, basically kind of glossed over it with Angela. And as a result, Angela has been ghosting and avoiding Bryce. What the hell is this dude catching an attitude with Zach for? And you know, remember, Zach was still in his feelings about his mom from the night before. So for him to say, murdered your mother, Zach almost busted his face. And you know, that's the crazy part. You know, Bryce had all this attitude, but the moment Zach got up from that desk and shoved him against the wall, oh, okay, I'm sorry, Zach. I'm sorry. I won't do that. It's like, no, man, keep talking that shit. So yeah, it's really crazy how Bryce out of nowhere had the audacity to catch an attitude with Zach. And it just goes back to what I said in season 1 when the situation happened. Like, I laughed, you know, when Fatima was cracking jokes, but when I really thought about it, I'm like, man, this is kind of heavy when you think about it. I know I might be reading too much into it, but it does make sense. This is why men don't really come forward when they're the ones who are the victim of like sexual abuse or, you know, things like that, because more often than not, they're not taken seriously, or they're told, oh, get over it. And, you know, in this situation, this was a straight man who was almost kissed by another man. You know, it's just the fact that, oh, it was just a kiss. And then Bryce underselling it like, oh, it was just a kiss. But no. You know, and let's talk about this sexual part of it, you know, the sexuality part of it. If it's been made clear, well, even if it wasn't made clear, you know, it's the fact that this guy, one guy's dating someone, another guy's dating someone, and yet you try to make a move on someone who's already spoken for. Basically, if a guy tried to kiss me, I wouldn't be cool about it either. It's like, no, like I don't swing that way. And then when you look at the fact that Bryce was getting on Zach because he told Fatima, it's like Zach said, what are you mad at me for? I told my truth. And the truth is you tried to make a move on me, which was fucked up. And then all of a sudden, oh, no. It's your fault that Angela's acting this way because, you know, you told Fatima and she ran her mouth and now Angela's acting such a way. Well, maybe you should have told Angela. I don't know about the bisexual part, but the part, well, you know, you tried to make a move on Zach. It's just like what Zach said. Wow, Fatima, you know, why didn't you keep that same energy with telling Angela about how her boy was trying to slurp me down? But you know what? You can interfere with the whole Nate and, you know, him in the hot tub with Deja and his wife is here. What about that? No, that's different. You see what I mean? This is why men, So yeah, Bryce was way out of pocket for the way he came at Zach, and yeah, I really wish these two would kind of make, just make up, but at the same time, I don't really see that happening based on what happened in episode 3. It's just the fact that Bryce really has come across as someone who has ulterior motives, and just the way you went from being a nice guy to an asshole. It's like, wow, now I really do think that from the first encounter he probably was planning something with Zach, because things didn't go the way he wanted. You're literally underplaying the fact that you literally made this guy uncomfortable by making a move on him, and now because your life is being messed up because of your attempt to make a move going south, that you're mad at the person who was the victim in this situation. And like I said in my review, it's just like, after the Chris Rock special talking about the slap and whatnot, Will Smith, I believe, was reported to say how he felt embarrassed and, disappointed in the special, and he wishes, Chris would stop talking about it and get over it. And it's like, but you're the one who assaulted him. So, I mean, it's just like, what was Zach not supposed to say anything? Like, Bryce, what the hell, man? Like, sheesh. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Part of me wishes Zach would have, busted his face in for catching that attitude. Like, I was like, kind of like, come on, Zach, when Bryce was just trying to, talk to Tony and Nathan, and he, like, no, get back in the office, go back to work. But no, for the way he came at him later in the episode, nah, that wasn't cool. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think these two will hash it out? And how do you think things will be handled moving forward? So like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and I will catch you in the next one.